Hey everybody, it's Rich. It is a beautiful evening. I thought I'd come outside and watch the sunset, and I was reminded of a great story that I wanted to share with you. This happened a few years ago. So many of you have heard the story of when I lived back in Key West, and I had my home destroyed by a hurricane and pretty much lost everything in it. I'll tell more about that story later, but this is something that happened literally the day before the hurricane. I was in Dallas, Texas. I was with my best friend Joe D, who many of you might know or heard of. And we were at the home of a man by the name of Bob McKinnon. We worked with Bob at the time at my former coaching company, and we spent 2 days together, the three of us, just brainstorming and thinking and planning and dreaming, and had a great session. And as we were finishing, we were sitting at his dining room table, I'll never forget, and Bob pulls out this bag of rocks, all these different rocks in this bag, and he just dumps them out on the dining room table, and he looks at me and Joe and he says, "Pick a rock." He goes, "I want you to pick a rock." He says, "Take your time, but pick a rock that really speaks to you." So Joe and I were playing with the rocks, and we both picked a rock. And we didn't know exactly why he wanted us to pick a rock. And then he looks at us and says, "Guys," he goes, "I want you to carry this rock with you. Wherever you go, keep it in your pocket." His exact words were, "I want this rock to be a reminder to be a good man." He says the world needs more good men. And he thought of us, as good men. He goes, "Let this be your reminder to be a good man." So, great story, but it gets better. So literally the next day, I fly home back to Key West, knowing that I'm literally flying into the eye of a hurricane. I went not only to protect my home, but more importantly, my girlfriend was there in the house, and I had to make sure that she was okay. So I get home. Next day, hurricane hits. Home flooded out, destroyed. And in the process, I lose the rock. The rock that Bob said to carry with me wherever I go. The rock is gone. So the dust settles after the hurricane. I don't know, a week or two later, I sent Bob an email. "Hey man, I lost my rock." A couple days later, I go to my mailbox, and there's a letter. There's no return address, no name, no nothing. I open the envelope. There's nothing in the letter. Nothing at all in the envelope. But this. Bob sent me the rock. So, the moral to the story: are you being the rock? Are you being the rock for your family? Are you being a good man or a good woman if you're a female? Are you being a rock for yourself? Are you being a rock for the world? I got my rock. This was probably 3-4 years ago, Bob. I still got it. I won't lose it. And I'll remember the moral: to be a good man. In every situation, to do the right thing. And Bob, I don't know if I've lived up to your expectation of what this rock means, but I'll never forget getting this rock. And I still got it, and I'm keeping it. Be the rock, everybody. Thanks, Bob. This one's for you.